Hi y'all, so today we're going to see if we can harvest some spice bush, or some people call it allspice bush, and beautyberries. So the spice bush has a very almost black pepper and clovey flavor. To me is what I would describe it the best as. And I don't know if you can see it up there, we'll get a closer look. The red berries, and these are almost past. A lot of people harvest them right after they turn red. But I like them right before they fall off the tree a couple weeks later. They seem to have a more mild flavor. So here we have the berries, and they grow all along the branches like this. And you can see the leaf shape. And a good way to tell if it's a spice bush is you crinkle up the leaf in your fingers, and they have a very fragrant smell. So the berry turn red, and then a couple weeks later they'll stop falling off the tree, and I like to get them right as they fall off. So it's mostly seed with just a little bit of flesh on the outside. And so you basically stick these in the dehydrator, let them dry, they'll turn black, and then you grind them in like a coffee grinder and use that as your spice. And the main people will use them in apple pie and stuff, but I think they're more of like a sausage spice in my opinion. And the different plants vary in size quite a bit. Some of them probably get up to around 20 feet. Some of them are quite a bit shorter. And they also make a tea out of the leaves, which is supposed to be a little bit like chai tea. But it is decently strong, especially when you eat them fresh. It's pretty spicy. Almost numbs your tongue. When they're green and you eat a green berry, it like will numb your tongue pretty badly. On our way to go and find some beautyberries, I thought you might want to see, I came across a field of wild asters. And these are actually starting to get past, but you'll just have big fields. There's a monarch. Big fields of purple, about eye level. Just amazing. When you get the yellow goldenrod mixed in with the asters, it makes a very nice bouquet. So here we have the beautyberry, and these grow all over a lot of the south. Very pretty purple berries in the fall. They have white flowers in the spring, and they'll just be in these clusters up and down the plant. And these have a very almost astringent flavor, definitely more edible than a lot of wild plants as far as flavor goes, but not really something you just want to go out and eat in the woods. And they're edible for most people. Some people will get stomach aches, or everybody's, people are allergic to peanuts, and you could be allergic to them, but always a good idea to start with one or two when you're eating wild stuff, in case you have a reaction with it. People do eat these, and not the best. I'll grab them walking past and eat some. Not necessarily the best flavor, but people make them into jelly, so I think I'm going to try that and see how it turns out. So I'm just going to grab some here, enough to make a little bit of jelly at first to see if I like it. And the inside of the berries are sort of whitish. Got some ants on that one. So as I was picking, I came across this maypop, which grows on these vines. And in that last video I put up, I think it has a picture of the flower, what the flower is like. Very pretty flower, purple flower. And here's the vine. So it has very unique leaves, and the vine's just growing up this beautyberry. So throw this on the ground, and if it pops, it means it's ripe. It's also a passion flower. Passion fruit, I should say. So I didn't do a real good job of videoing that, but I don't know if you heard that pop or not when it hit the ground, as it popped open. And then inside are all these little seeds, and you sort of suck the flesh off the seeds. the maypop has a little bit of a sour, sweet, fragrant flavor. Very, actually very pleasant. You don't just want to eat a ton of them, but very nice. You can make jelly, and a lot of people will make juice out of them. Makes very, very good juice. So here's a sassafras tree, and in the fall is a good time to find sassafras trees and mark them with a red string if you want to come back and get some roots for tea or root beer later. And people will also make the leaves and grind them up, dry them and grind them, and make fillet powder for gumbo. And sassafras trees are pretty easy to tell. They have a very unique leaf there, and they also have two different kinds of leaves. So they'll have a little oval leaf as well as the three-pointed leaf. And once again, if you squish these, they have a very unique sassafrasy smell that is very nice. Sometimes it's hard to tell just by the bark when they're growing in the woods, but in the fall they'll have, the leaves will turn, and it's just easy to find. There's a leaf starting to turn color. So once the spice berries are dry, they're nice and black like this, and you just put them into your coffee grinder or any other grinder you have and grind them up nice. And then you have your powder. So you just have a powder. You can then keep that and use it in sausage or whatever spice you would like to use it in. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make some beautyberry jam here, and I'm not going to make much because I do not know how it's going to taste. It could be sort of strong. I know a lot of people like it, so I'm just going to do like a pint the first time. So I'm just going to get some of the beautyberries, squish them with my sauerkraut tamper that you can get at wisementrading.com in all different shapes, different kinds of wood, all different sizes. Mash it up good. So we'll get some of the beautyberries here. Lemon juice. And the pectin. And then we'll just stir this as it comes to a boil. So here it comes to a nice boil. I'll let it foam up a little. It actually smells very good. And now I'm going to add the sugar. Now we'll take it off the heat. And go ahead and ladle it in the jar. So now we'll go ahead and ladle this into the jar. Hopefully it sets up right. So actually, it's not bad. It definitely has a little bit of a beautyberry flavor, but overall that's pretty good. Better than I was expecting. I would say it tastes a little bit like an elderberry jam. So now, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. If you have any plants you want me to check out in my area, I'll be glad to check them out and try stuff with them. Check out our website, wisementrading.com.